an ungracious man who had not the faith of a mustard seed. I was such a man. You know, on my complete video, I unbosom some of the most challenging times of my life, some of the gut-wrenching times of my life, tenacious times of my life. And I'm talking about from the years 2005 through 2015. Those were the times that almost did me in. So I'm going to take a few of those challenges and present them to you in this small nugget. I left New Orleans with a few physical problems in 2005, right after Hurricane Katrina. I was on my way to my hometown of Idabel, Oklahoma, to get away from Hurricane Katrina. And I passed through Monroe, Louisiana, and I said, why not stop here? It won't be bad to stop here. So I nested myself here in Monroe, Louisiana. Well, that was a critical mistake because my life started unraveling like a cheap suit. And I knew no one here in Monroe, Louisiana, not a soul. But I said, I can handle anything. After all, when I was in New Orleans all those years, I was on top of the mountain. Everything I did turned to gold. I had friends. I was always on the news media. I did so much volunteer work. I used to say to my friends, I wish I had your challenges. I know I'd handle it different. I don't understand why God does not give me some challenges. What is wrong with God? Well, let me give you a few of the things that I talk about in that complete video. I watched the destruction of my home on TV. All of my precious awards for humanitarian work was gone. Keep in mind, I am alone. I endured the defacing of my new vehicle twice by someone, and they said, why don't you go back to New Orleans? We don't like people in this apartment who looks like you. Well, something happened to me, and I'm going to talk about that. My brain was rewired with some type of chemicals and emotionally, and I have never been the same. I don't understand it. Neurologists do not, but that incident almost did me in. I had to smell racism. I had to taste prejudice. I had to endure indifference by black people. And I had to live without faith. I had no faith. I didn't need any faith. Well, sooner or later, I developed health issues. I visit 39 different health providers in numerous cities alone. I had 61 spinal epidural injections, 31 MRIs and CTs. My back is hurting, my head is hurting, my stomach is hurting. Became dehydrated, had 3 or 4 endoscopies. My stomach is hurting. 129 blood samples pulled. Can't find anything wrong with you, sir. I became anorexia, could not consume food, and that happened right after that incident with the vehicle. 5 days I did not eat anything. I did not even drink any fluids. Couldn't, tried. And this went on for over 8 years. I would eat maybe once per day, and I lost tremendous weight. Still didn't have any faith. I would battle conversations and have dialogues with God every day. I'd bargain with God. I said, I know why you're punishing me. We're going to get to the bottom of this, God. Please take my life. I would love for you to do that. Send me to that other world. Well, everywhere I went, the physicians would say, you are a miracle man. Do you believe in miracles? Do you have a lot of faith? No, don't mention that word to me. Every day, there were thoughts of self-euthanasia, and I came so close. Every day, I planned to do that. Now, I know that God is punishing me. So anyone who called me, I started predicting their death. And I'm talking about close friends. I predicted that 9 people would die, and they all died within 8 months after I told myself they would die. because they thought I was crazy. God is punishing me. You better leave me alone. I'm telling you, it will not go nice for you. Well, consider this. My mother died. I was in the hospital, dehydrated. Couldn't even go to the funeral. 9 months later, my sister died. In the hospital again. Couldn't go to the funeral. 9 months after that, my personal friend was on her way up here to see me. And on the way back, she was involved in a car accident and she was killed. I know, I can predict it. I'm being punished. 8 months after that, someone said, hey, I'm going to come and see you. Well, they couldn't. They became ill and died. Another ex-girlfriend was teaching at a university. Oh, I'm going to come and see you. It's a mental thing. What happened? One of her daughters called me and said she has pancreatic cancer. I said, that can't be. She's healthy. Well, she did. I was involved in 2 vehicular accidents. Each time the car was completely totaled. I walked away. I said, I know why. God is not ready for me to die. He needs to punish me some more. People, you are a miracle man. You must have a lot of faith. Well, sleep deprivation would do me in. I went 8 days right after the incident without sleeping 15 minutes. And when I did start sleeping, it would be like for 45 minutes. But consider this. Here's some sleeping medication. Take 1, nothing. Take 2, nothing. Maybe 20 minutes. It was just ineffective. So the medical people say, we're going to wire you with all these apparatus. We think you're really lying. They didn't directly say it. Well, after 90 days with this device on, I would sleep 2 hours and 3 minutes average. And this went on for, months after months after months. I'd say about 9 years. I was legally drunk. That's what started happening. Yet I could drive places. I said, well, my brain is hurting. Well, we gave you CTs. There's nothing wrong with it. We know why. When you don't sleep, your brain it hurts. It's a pain that medication can't do anything for. It's no use giving you pain medication. You have to sleep. Well, let me just say this to you. After going through all of these things, I came to the conclusion that a person needs faith. They need friends. They need love to survive in this world. I don't care if you're on top of the mountain. You have to accept that you need faith.